Oh, welcome back to Old Ridge. I am about to muck these two fields, and of course, as always, we haven't got this deep enough in. We're going to have to keep moving this in and out. So I'm in a little bit of rushing around for yours truly. I bet you feel sorry for me, don't you? Of course, now we're off the thing, and would you believe a phone goes? Hopefully my wife will take it. Alright, let's move this thing forward then back. Try and get it. Can't quite see where that is. I'm going to come out of cab, but no, I'm only going to make a complete mess of this, and I think I will anyway. But we'll try. There we go. Ah, we got it now. Yeah, I decided I'd muck these anyway, and then cultivate them in. I'll do the far one first. The silage is actually ready now, the last one, and we've got the guy from the BGA company that's busy pumping that in. I had to refill the JCB up with juice, but that's hardly surprising. Let's see what we can do with this. Round the wrong way. Let's see. Oh, towards no offset. Certainly not. One of the problems when you've got odd shaped fields is trying to get everything. I think that will be close enough. What we miss here isn't going to matter. Somewhere here. I've got. Whoa! Thought we had one of these was set up for. Apparently not. No. Thought I had one of these set up for course play, but I haven't on this. Right, what's been going on? Well, first thing, of course, as you may have seen from BP, I think we're right at the edge of what this thing's going to take. This track, I'm just going to check his chuck mode here. And actually, I think we can go a bit faster than that. We'll just, if not, we're going to be better all day. We're going to use up just about all our muck just on one pass. They're building, and they're commencing building by the looks of it, back at his co-house. Well, it's not so much the building he's worried about, it's the fact that they are wanting to blast there. Well, blast is a no-no, and certainly we've got the extra thing now of the bees in the valley, and I may investigate having the valley put down to special scientific interest just because of that. We have to use every tool of disposal. And believe me, I will use every tool at my disposal. You can see this is already very high nutrient, but luckily the barley going in here, nitrogen doesn't actually matter. It's not going from malting. If it was, this would be a definite no-no to do this. But this is going straight for seed, and nitrogen in seed barley isn't going to matter a lot. I think we get one more pass done them, I'm afraid I have to refill. And it's going to be the typical thing of trying to remember how far I got. And we've still got problems with Old Ridge Financial Holdings and the Paul's insurance. My solicitor, she's going to see him in hospital today. Paul, that is not CB, he's not in hospital yet. Although he might be if Charles gets to hear of it. As you remember, there is a history there. And if that happens, I will back Charles yet again with all the cash I got. Oh, and on this lower fair front, it's all coming to a boil. It's on there. They have decided that they will become one, and well, they will be moving away from the valley. The first time Charles has been away since he's been in the army, and yes, he was in the army in his younger days. He spent one term in there, and looks like we've still got rocks about here. Let's just get rid of that. Let's kick that to one side. Don't want that on the field when we start seeding or even cultivating first. Let's just get it right out of the way. As long as it don't go on the road, we're alright. No, that's nice there. I thought I picked all these up. I've actually spent a little bit of time picking these up. I think I've got some weight in that front. I might just slow this down a bit. And again, it might not. I think it might be slowing a bit. I don't think I want to put any more on that in there. We're already way over weight on the front now. And so we look like we've got another fight with Crawford Browns on two fronts, but I will be getting in touch with the Nature Conservancy Council to find out how we stand re the bees, and if we can make certain that no blasting at all will take place. I can't see even the council, the district council, which is in Crawford Brown's hands, is going to that stands for blasting in the valley somehow. Yeah, didn't even put the brake on. That's better. Not staying this until not fully, no, 65%. That's full now. Let's put the brake on. Might have to come out and go back in again. It's a bit squarer. Kylie at the moment, I think I might have mentioned, is playing 5 and 6. It will keep her occupied for a while. Shouldn't really drive over this land, but it's going to be cultivated again, which shouldn't be too bad. And we're going to have to drive up anyway to muck it. I've got so much muck here, and I need to use some because I want to empty everything out again. But trying to find time now to do everything is going to be a problem. I'm glad Kylie took the winter off, because there wouldn't be much hope if not had done this one. So we just onto this road. So do. And we'll just go once around the outside. I think this time we can probably go around the outside and hope we will hit just about everything. We'll just leave the muck on there until I get a chance to cover. I'll bring the power harrow on. I think I'm going to do that as soon as we got this on. It's going to be a long day. We're only 9 o'clock still in the morning. It's not like a nice muck feel, of course the locals. Well, the locals don't mind it. The incomers don't like the smell of the muck a lot. I like it. It smells of natural fertilizer. And it looks like I'll need to lime this field too. Let's just get around the outside to the bits we missed. If we've got enough. Then we'll do the other one, and Bob's your uncle. And Fanny's your maiden aunt, as they say. Turn it off when we go over this bit. Back down here we can turn it off. It's only really right in this edge here we need it on again. Yes, the sea bees have been quiet for a long time, the Crawford Browns, but they look like they might be back. Now, bee pickers has got a history with them. They were the ones who didn't like the fact he was unmarried and, shock horror probe an American. Taking over our land. The fact that no one else wanted the farm seems they had nothing to do with it. In recent years it has think about it, that probably has everything to do with it. Because no one wanted the farm until BP turned up. It meant that Crawford Brown would have had plenty of land to build on. I dealt with Phil this before we have to move it again. I told you. This is where we're going. That's full again. I'm going to move the muck spreader out of the way. This is because of my new toy. First of all, I really used it. A big muck spreader. Always wanted one. Yeah, some people just want a try and set. I always want a big muck spreader. I'm odd like that. Just gonna pull him out of muck and push him back in again. It's the fun and games of actually doing everything yourself, of course, but now let's see, where is it? See if we can get this somewhere near the centre. It'd help if we could figure out which way to steer it. It's a little bit better. Let's push it well in. No, but don't fall over. These guys have a habit of falling over. No, we're not too low. I think I will just lift that a little bit. If I can remember which control it is. I'm going to come out of cables and turn this. No, let's lift it a little bit, because that's humped back in a bit. It's gone a bit deep into it this time. Humpback, you like that? Technical phrase. Alright, we need this back up again and turn that 90 degrees and just level it off. I don't think that's far out. I think we'll go with that. Mucking is a nice, easy little number nowadays, where you haven't got all the paraphernalia of buckets to load up. Otherwise we're going to do it the old fashioned way in some of the fields where we have got, and because I missed this corner, oh well. As you can see, this one's slightly less. I'm trying to get them both up to maximum capacity on fertiliser ready, not for this year but for next year. We'll be growing our own stuff, and we probably will be. Maybe back onto molten barley, and shouldn't really keep putting the same crops in, but there's a limit to how many crops we can actually plant here. We could grow soybean, but we're not getting rid of it. I have grown some organic for the health food market, and they certainly want non-GM, and we can still get a small amount of GM, non-GM seed, but not as much as it should be. We could grow some, of course. Ourselves for seed, but since we got rid of the, well, stopped using the seed machine, it's not quite so much fun. You know, I get up and back. Now, so we're going to have a look at the chap that Kylie's partner has suggested for the spare post here. Hopefully we can get him back, get him in if he's any good at mid-spring, so at least we will have 3 of us working again for the main part of the planting season. This part here is only really going to be planting the stuff of brooms. Although I'm plowing in the stuff on 5 and 6, I'm going to do the rest later. I need to actually get up and do top half of 19. I think that's next on the list. Fill it up when we get to the end here. Let's hope we can make it to the end. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, just to explain exactly on the procedure, the different councils we've got here. It might get a bit confusing. We've got parish, town, district, county, and an overall government. Right, well the parish has nothing at all to do with planning permission. For a start, we can put in our suggestions, but that is district, who are answerable to county. Yes, I told you it wasn't simple. So, although we can make suggestions about planning permission, we have absolutely nothing to do with it at all. Well, we got it all in this time. They have to move it again. The booty bin in the centre. Let's find the next row we've got to go up. Oh, we've got some tyre tracks there, so oh, we must be just about done now. I'm going to have a look at the 5 and 6, whether they want mucking or not. As we, I think we're going to be putting some rape in, those organic rape in this year. So we could, in theory, muck those. It isn't going to matter as much. Except we will lose a certain amount of yield because they'll be over mucked. Yes, I think Crawford Brown get back to our friends is getting a little bit desperate to find land now. The farmers are all got together. We are talking to each other. We've got no weak points in the parish. And Justin has been getting them together in his parish also to defeat the dreaded Crawford Browns. Ideas. So as I say, he's now starting to get a bit desperate to try and find land, and he needs land. His whole business is built on producing more and more housing for richer and richer people. Yes, don't run away with the idea that these houses will be for our locals, because they most certainly won't. We have got a desperate shortage of housing for locals, you know, in the price range that locals can afford. It's desperate. I just can't do that top and all this little bit of juts out here on the top. And I think we're done here. I'll go make a start on putting the do along the top. And what we miss here, I'm not going to worry about. We can come take it, turn it around, and come down the other side again. Yes, we are very short of housing stock. The farm owns a couple of trees, you know, and I try and let those out when they're free, but of course their main task is for our armed people. Kylie's got one, Paul's had one, but he moved on a while ago. As you know, Kylie's got that lovely little cottage, which I know that the Crawford Browns would love to get their hands on. We still own two of those there, and we own that big house near the intensive rearing sheds, the beef and pig facilities, or near the feed store actually, that Charles used to live in, but I don't know anybody really want to live there. I'm going to fill this up again. Well, almost fill it up. Yeah, we will fill it right up first, and you should see we're finally getting through the getting down in the muck here now. It doesn't take long once you get going. I'm just going to pull this out a bit. Don't want to actually hit the tractor that do. Leave this hooked up now, because it will be using it again. I'll switch it off for now. Leave it full, that won't come to any harm. I'm just going to leave the spreader here, and we have, as you probably know, as you should do if you've been watching, we have heaps of muck on some of the other fields. Don't think it'll be enough on any of the heaps, but the problem is I don't think we're actually going to need to muck much, because of a just get rid of that. Get rid of that GPS. We ain't gonna have to muck much because we are green fertilising a lot of these fields. 12 of course is going to go into, and I think it's got to go into the silage silo near the farm, or we run it right up to the sheep. And I think I might well run it up to the sheep. Further to go, but it seems to make more sense to me. Now, I'm going to chop this in, then I'm going to lime. I'm not going to chop the lime in because I don't want it mixed right in with the soil. You can see just about everything's out at the moment because the seed is miles out. The seed is out, ready to be washed. This could do as a wash too. I have to drop that down that end as well. That will be a job if we should take that lad on. It's one of his first jobs, washing everything. You always start at the bottom. Would help if I got close enough, of course. you see, for some reason that uses a different method of connection to everything else. Right, back onto 7 again. We just met a start, and I think that'll be it, and we'll finish off next time. You're going to see most of this. You're going to get bored out of your tiny little minds by the time I finish this first couple of fields. But we're getting on. Things are getting done at last. I think I'm going to freehand this. I just feel confident enough to actually go with this freehand. I'm surprised you haven't finished ploughing yet. I did have to come out and just clean up this end, especially this end of the field that the plough doesn't like it. Does not like it one little bit. Watch that come down. Because since we've got this 6 metre one, it's a lot better. It was a murder before we got the 6 metre power harrow. It was. Alright, I'll just. That'll do. I could use a conventional springtime cultivator, but I like the power harrow, especially on our soil. It does it more good. Get the nutrients into the soil, they will be there ready for next time, for next year, and all will be well. Right, I think we're on the way back. I'll get a screenshot, and then I will wish you adieu. Get it close to the edge as you can. Something like a nice dark brown of this land now. When we started working this, when Grandfather started, he would tell us that it was sandy, very sandy indeed, which is not good to anyone. But now we have got lovely soil. Right, let's see, look at that. Because I talk to myself again and get the wrong thing up there. But now we've got a lovely dark colour soil. It really does look a dream. Trying to get this shot. Let's go. Get back in the cab before we go way off course. Too late. Alright, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please consider leaving a like. I'll just get this back up again so you can see what I'm doing. If you're not a subscriber and would like to see more of this, I'm not the only person still doing FS15. Certainly BP is. He's doing exactly the same map, and it's a map that is no longer available. It's a long story, and I'm not going to bore you with it. I'm not going to bother to lift the power harrow this time. But it's a lovely map, and if you have a copy and you have FS15, you have a copy of Old Ridge, it's far out, and you just realise just how good a map it is. Right, so yes, if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. I lose my train of thought too easily, like my wife says. Any comments, questions, queries, information, feel free to post them. I'm always happy to see them. I try and reply to everyone. Don't always succeed, and I wish I didn't keep going through a hedge. That should do it. All comments appreciated, including the ones that are not quite so nice. I don't mind them. My ego is big enough to take them all. When I fell down the other day, my wife said, hello, the ego has landed. Yes, bad joke. Alright, with that I think that better be a cheerio for now. A cheerio.